Hey, we're going to take you into a live segment that we've done on Relationships 101. And we're going to be talking about how to improve a relationship, how to improve yourself, improve your walk and your lifestyle with God, and also how to pursue a godly relationships. And what are some of those things that people are looking for in a godly relationship? You need to hear this. Not only that, for those of you that are not Christians, this may be something that you may be interested in on to how to improve your walk with God, improve your walk and your lifestyle of living, marriage, relationships, and all of that blah, blah, blah. So stay tuned. Peace. Dealing with living life. Okay, I've had relationships, I've been in relationships, and I know what it is to even experience sexual fulfillment, or I'm now abstaining from sexual fulfillment, but I feel like I need someone. I need someone in my life. I just want a friend, because that's an excuse we come up with. I want a friend. I just want somebody to talk to. I just want somebody to go out and eat dinner with. I just need somebody to be there, somebody to listen, somebody to hold their ear to what I'm saying. What would you say to someone who's dealing with that I need someone? That's their expression. I need someone. I need somebody in my life.
Well, I can say that for myself because I find myself certain nights, certain days, where I'm feeling lonely. I say, I want to go through my little black book and I start calling people I know. I strongly recommend that you let everything, you give your heart content to the Lord, because He hears everything. He's always there. He's pulling at the Father, so He's always there listening. He always responds back. He's always with you. That's one thing I've had to learn. Like nights I felt lonely in my room, this is kind of bugged out. Like I'm all alone. Like everybody else is out there doing their thing, and like I might as well call somebody up and just try to get some company. But not every company is good company. People act like they're listening, but in actuality they're actually just not even caring what you're saying. It's just falling on deaf ears. Even if you go out with company before, like people are so busy text messaging, you trying to spill your heart out to them. They text in their friends or whatever, and they're not even hearing the word you're saying. Go out to eat with them, not every meal is good for you to eat with them because they're not really your company. You can want something, but what you really need is the Lord. And I'm not trying to sound fanatical, but it's the truth. I've not had this much peace in my life. In my whole 20 years of living, I have not had this much peace until I really devoted myself to the Lord. And He's been there. He's been there. He's giving me peace. He's giving me sound mind, sound heart. It's amazing. I'm not trying to sound fanatical or sound like a good church boy, but it's the truth. When I was younger, I was always critical of my mother. Mom, you go to church too much. But now I see why, because it's the word that sustains you. It's the joy of the Lord. It's my strength, and that's the God-given truth. This world will take you out in a heartbeat. As far as attaching yourself to relationships or something and things of that nature, and giving yourself over to lust and feeding your flesh. God will do one of two things. He'll either take you out or He'll remove that thing so that way He can do what He needs to do with you and through you, so you can fulfill that role that you have in your life that He has assigned you.
So, for those of you that are out there that are struggling, saying, okay, yeah, that's all right, I need more church. I need to read the Word more. I need to talk to my pastor more. I need to develop a relationship with people that are godly. I know that's where you're going to come from. So Breon, I know that you have some extra comments. Can you please take us just a little further?
I'm not trying to say that you need church. I'm saying you need to build a relationship with the Lord yourself, a personal and perennial relationship. You can go to church for a whole year and not get anything out of it. But you need to sit in your room and have a perennial relationship with the Lord. Get to know Him on an intimate level, a real intimate, deeper level than you can have with anybody else. You can have a friendship that you think is so built on trust, but then when that wave start blowing, and you find that relationship is scattered. But if you build your foundation with the Lord, it's so much joy comes out of it. So much you find that I can finally trust you. If you have a relationship that you kind of rocky on trust, I'm speaking from experience. if you have trust issues, and you have jealousy, envious issues, and then you get out of that situation and you start, building a relationship with the Lord, praying, spending time in His Word, and just like talking to Him. Even though like you don't feel like He's talking back to you, He's responding. He's always listening. He's responding to you every single day. He's responding through His Word. He's responding through His blessings that He'll give you. And blessings aren't gonna be the big, tangible blessings. They may be the smallest things. He may just drop something in your spirit, and you're like, wow, I thank you, Lord. So you really have to build a relationship with the Lord. I mean, I understand that now. Like, even now, I'm just like, I want to build it up. It's like baking a cake. It won't be perfect. Like, just building blocks. So, like, you really have to build a relationship with the Lord. That's what I strongly recommend. I'm not saying, go hang around church people, because not every church one has a relationship with the Lord. They claim they do. They have a form of godliness, but not the power thereof. Say they probably don't even pray. They only give the Lord 5 minutes of their time a day, and the Lord, He's awesome. He's too big for that. If anything, we were created to worship Him. So I strongly recommend to build a relationship with the Lord, and you find that you have so much peace that those times you get lonely, you don't be lonely at all. You may there be by yourself, but the Lord is always with you.
So again, this is for those of you that are sitting here saying, okay, now, all right, Breon, now, all right, Michael, what does me developing a relationship with God have to do with my horniness, me being horny? What does it have to do with me wanting to cheat on my wife? What does it have to do with me being unfaithful to my spouse? What does it have to do with me desiring to masturbate? What does it have to do with me burning in my flesh and me feeling like I have to fulfill these urges, and you're telling me that I need to develop a relationship with God, and I need to have a relationship with the Word, and I need to get to know God in a more personal and intimate way? I know all of that. But what my personal comment to you is this, is that that's part of our problem. A lot of people, we've been going to church, but the church is not in us. We've been experiencing worship around us, but we have not really tapped into worship yet. We have not really tapped into a God encounter yet. We're enjoying the theatrics of the hooping and the singing and the dancing and the speaking in tongues and whatever you do at your church, because you might not do what we do at our church. But anyway, you can't sit and say that you've experienced God and that you've experienced a real God encounter and that you know God and etc., and you have no endurance in you. You have no ability to hold out and to hold on. Even for those of us that have been in God for some time and some years, and we're not baby saints, we're not on milk, we're mature, we're able to handle things, we're able to handle a test, we're able to handle a trial, we're able to pray through things, we're able to fast, we're able to read the Word and get comprehension and all that good stuff. But yet, we still struggle. We're still saying to ourselves, okay, God, I need strength, I need extra strength. I preach and I need strength. So what does that say to an individual who's sitting in the pews that I have to minister to?